Okay, so this is Sugargate. I have two Sugargate Muscadines. These are one of the best tasting Muscadines that we have here. However, the other one would be Black Beauty. However, Sugargate is not as productive as our Black Beauty. Um, you're not going to get a lot of Muscadine from your Black Beauty, at least in our area. I'm pretty sure situation would be different for other growers. They might, I mean, it's all different. Some would have their Sugargate to be super productive, and others will not. So it varies on your condition and your location as well. However, I wouldn't say they're low producer. They're decent producer. They're not that bad. However, they're nowhere close to what we get from our Black Beauty here or the rest of the Muscadine. So even worse in production would be what we have over there would be Janet. Okay, so however, the taste, it's worth it. So if you like those low producing, good tasting Muscadine like Darlene and Sugargate, you need to plant more. That's all. So if you're just relying on one or two vines for the bulk of your harvest, it's not going to happen. All right, so this is a female Muscadine, and it's a black purple color. So this is developed for fresh eating, but you can make wine out of all this, especially homemade wine where you don't really care about color consistency, because they do tend to change color. I think only Noble is consistent with color, and Carlos for white wine, Noble for red wine. So they do develop them for that purpose. Hey Ashley, hello Lomain. Lomain's about to, okay, not good. Okay. Anyway, Sugargate, good tasting. So there's one grower, Earl, in Florida that I talked to on his YouTube channel, and he hasn't posted in a while, but he's got like massive rows. I think 2 rows of Sugargate, and he gets plenty because he's got a lot of Sugargate. We're not the same as production from Earl. Look at this crazy vine with this tendril. I'll just leave it here before I rip some of the Sugargate spurs right there. So with Sugargate, there's quite a bit more spacing, as you can see here. Looks like that's growth right there. The recommendation is 1 hand separation from spur. This is almost like 2. So, and that's fine as long as I get a decent crop, even low crop from this. I'm totally fine with that because I have too much Muscadine for just a hobby grower. All right, so again, Sugargate update. I will have a monthly video update on all the varieties, and let's see what they do. So they all have let me look for it. Pre-blooms are starting. It's just like kind of like that tiny dot right there, but that's the pre-bloom. And I see a lot of pre-bloom. The thing is, it can be pollination because everything gets pollinated like crazy, and I have 2 rows of all self-fertile Muscadines there. It's just, I think, the nature of Sugargate and the location where I put it, it probably not conducive to its productivity. But like I said, we get enough from Sugargate, and especially like clustered right here. And but wildlife, man, they know Sugargate also, so they attack this first. So you got to beat them to it when harvesting. They don't waste a lot of this one like the other productive stuff right there, because it's, I guess, closer to the tree house. But You always need a sacrificial row closer to the outer skirts for animals to attack first so you get a chance. That's also another way of getting harvest when you're out open like this. You know, we don't shoot deer or animals. What we do is we feed them our vineyard, and you plant a lot. Animals, wildlife takes a lot, you also get a lot. If you only have, I would say, 5 vines and you have wildlife pressure, I doubt you're gonna get any. You need lots to or you need to protect your vine, like, you know, fence it up, get a, you know, do what you need to do. But for us, we don't do any of that. We just leave wildlife alone. They get their share, we get our share by planting a lot. So this is Sugargate. We'll come back in a month.